Hello, Year 4. I hope you are all doing well. For this lesson, we're going to write about a character. Before you do this lesson, make sure you read Anansi, the Forgetful Guest. That was your reading activity for weeks 9 and 10. Anansi's character description. We have to look at three things in order to describe Anansi. How does he look like? What does he do? And what does he say? Let's have a look at an example. Anansi's appearance. If we look at the picture, we can clearly see how Anansi looks like. So here, I've written, he wears a white hat and a yellow long-sleeved smock. He has 8 skinny legs, like a spider, and a human face. Actions. What do we know from the text that Anansi has done for us to know how to describe him? So in red, I've written, or I actually copied what the text said. It said that Anansi could think only of one thing, food. On the nights he had spent in the forest, he had dreamed of food. That tells us that Anansi is hungry. Now let's look at the text in black. With a flourish, the servants lifted the lid off Anansi's bowl. But at the sight of the bowl, Anansi collapsed. For in the bowl was the most despised of foods, dried cassava mash. He couldn't face eating it. He pretended to faint, and the servants called for help. So, by pretending to faint, we know that Anansi was lying. He was being untruthful. So we can see here, I've written untruthful to describe Anansi. Now let's have a look at what he said in the text. So that thing that I picked up from the text, it says, let me guess, he chuckled to himself. This will be rice and chicken stew that's cooking. Now, we know that Anansi had not seen the food that was being prepared, so he just assumed that that would be chicken stew that was cooking and rice. So here we can say that he was being presumptuous. And in red, he said, it's just that I'm allergic. He lied. Cassava is forbidden to me. Even the sight of it affects me. This is just re-emphasizing that Anansi was being untruthful. And you can see that I've also written deceitful. I used a thesaurus to actually find a better word than truthful. He was being deceitful. Your turn now. You are going to draw Anansi. You're going to draw like a spider web around Anansi's picture that you have drawn, and use a dictionary to find words that would describe Anansi's character. Don't forget to read the text to find out how he looks like, what he says, and what he does in the text to get a better description of Anansi. Good luck with the work, Year 4.